Here's PPHM, looking at the daily chart here. Did this one, I believe, on this day right here, and it smacked me upside the head pretty good. I got it wrong. I remember mentioning that I thought some sort of pullback was going to happen, not a reverse, just a pullback. And although, yes, it did pull back right here at one point during the day, if I'm being honest, that's not what I was referring to in terms of a pullback. I meant a few days, so a few red candles. So yes, there was a pullback there, but that's not quite exactly the pullback I was referring to. But nobody can be right all the time. No, I'm certainly not. But so congratulations to everybody. Made a strong move, and now had some more questions come in on it, and just in terms of what are my thoughts on things. So I just want to go over it, where it is right now, and just kind of what you want to see occur from the technical perspective. So the first thing I want to point out is that we do have a new level of support, and that is simply based off of this previous high from back here in mid-August, which is at a 321. That high right there actually hit 325. So we'll just call it between 320 and 325 is the newest area of support that ideally you want to see the price hold. Now, I'm not saying the price will come down there and touch it, but if it does, that would be a nice sign of strength to see it be able to build a new base up around this area here. If it doesn't, then like always, you do have the 50-day simple moving average. And when I say like always, I'm just referring to other videos I've done. If you go back and look through the video archives, you've heard me talk multiple times about the 50-day simple moving average. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And if you want to learn more about what I mean by that, just go back and watch the previous videos. Now, yesterday's candle wasn't an inverted hammer, so today's action, isn't shocking or anything like this. This candlestick does suggest some sort of pullback, and then that's exactly what happened today. And the reason I call this a pullback is when you look down here at the volume, it's doing exactly like you would want to see. During pullbacks and consolidation, you want to see volume decrease compared to the breakout day. So here's the breakout day volume, and then yesterday was a level of consolidation. Today was a level of consolidation, and you can see volume is just dropping off. So from the volume analysis standpoint, acting exactly like you would want to see it. Now, the interesting candlestick you got today was basically a hammer. So up here you had an inverted hammer, and now you have a hammer. Now, this doesn't suggest that or guarantee that a huge move is automatically going to come, but it does show that there's at one point the price was down here, but then by the time the closing bell rolled around, the bulls were able to fight back upwards. So it shows that we got potentially a bottom here, and maybe it's ready to start to build a higher base or start to head back upwards. Your guess is as good as mine on that one. But in terms of resistances, this is pretty straightforward. The profit takers decided to step out a couple of days ago at 508, and then yesterday's resistance was 514. So we'll call it 508 to 515 is the current level of resistance that the bulls need to fight through. So that's currently where the chart stands. Overall, though, a very, very nice looking chart. If there are any other questions on it, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook. With your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It is all free, no strings attached. We've been making some good money together on alerts. So I encourage you to go to the website, sign up, and see what it's all about. One more time, this is PPHM. Thanks for listening.